Gentlemen, if you follow me, it's because, well, a number of reasons, women and relationship dynamics and so on. But I hope that the number one reason that you follow me, you follow my account, is the pursuit of excellence. Excellence in everything that you do. I know I talk about a lot about relationship dynamics and so on, but that's not my number one priority. My number one priority is excellence in everything I do, including relationships. And if you are following this account, then I hope that's what you stand for as well. Because what I'm about to talk about concerns this discussion. Okay? It concerns this discussion. And that is, gentlemen, when you are building your empire, you're going to have bad days. You're going to have off days. And the problem with off days is that if you don't check them immediately in their tracks, they can create this chain of off days. Think of the last time that you went on a diet to lose weight. And you were doing really well. A couple of weeks down the line, you've lost a few pounds, you're doing well. And you decide one day, I'm going to have a cheat day today. I'm going to have a cheat day. And then you decide the next day, I'm going to have a cheat day. And then the next day, and then suddenly you have this chain of cheat days. And if you don't check that quick enough, all of that weight that you have lost comes flying back on again, immediately. The same is to be said for pursuing excellence when you are building your empire. I'll give you an example myself today. Especially post-Ramadan, since the days have been much longer, Fajr has been very early and Isha has been very late. Usually in the wintertime, my routine is easy. It's easy for me to go to bed, sometimes as early as 8 o'clock, right? And get up at 4:30, 4:45, no problem. I get plenty of time, plenty of hours sleep. That routine's fine. And then I can be very productive throughout the daytime. Summertime is always the challenge because I'm not getting to bed earliest 11 o'clock, and that never happens because Aisha is late and then it takes me time to switch off after that. I'm basically not falling asleep until 12:30, 1 o'clock. Then I'm getting up again at 4 o'clock to pray Fajr, obviously, right? And that's kind of like the latest time that you can pray Fajr. Then I stay awake from there. So what I've been doing is I've been having consecutive days of 3 to 4 hour sleeps. And then as the days pass on, so day 3, day 4 on 4 hour sleeps, it's not sustainable. I start to become a zombie during the daytime. I've allowed sometimes hours have passed me by and I've been very unproductive. Very unproductive, no cap. I'm not going to cap here. And even I try to sleep, I try to nap, and it's not happening because that sweetness of sleep is not the same during the daytime as it is at nighttime. And then after a few consecutive days of only sleeping 3 to 4 hours, I'll have one day where I'll sleep 8 or 9 hours straight. The other day I missed Fajr. I didn't even hear my alarm. I slept straight through like a pillar. Why? Because it's not sustainable. It is not sustainable to have 3 to 4 hours of sleep a night every single night over the long run. What's my point? Where am I going? My point is this. The moment you feel yourself slipping in your routine, in your productivity, you need to check it immediately. Immediately check it. Today I had a long day today. I've been up since early. I've been working all day long. Then I had my kids in the evening, and kids are draining. If you've got kids, you know what I'm talking about. And then after that, after my kids went home at around 6:30, I still had a lot to do. And I needed to train on top of that. And it was an intense training session. I didn't want to do it. And I still got work to do. I had work before, I've got work after. And even after this live, I've still got work to do. I didn't want to go to the gym. For 2 reasons. Number 1, I was tired. Number 2, I wasn't looking forward to the workout because it was a nasty workout. A bit of a nasty one on the cardio. The moment I realized that it was the bitch in me speaking, I had to check that behavior immediately. Because if you don't check it whilst you are strong, you're going to develop a chain of shitty days. And the longer that chain of shitty days grows, the more power it has over you. Just as, and the example I gave at the beginning of this live was that you've done a diet for a few weeks, you've lost 10 pounds, great. You have a cheat day, fine. But then you have 2, 3, 4. Next thing you know, you've had 2 weeks consecutive cheating. All that weight that you lost has come back on. Now it's so hard to get that ball rolling again. Think of a car. When is the hardest time to get a car moving? When you're pushing it by hand? The start, right? But once the wheels are rolling, once they're turning, you've got momentum. You see, it's easier to keep that car moving once the wheels have started turning. The same is true for anything. Positive momentum and negative momentum. The same can be said for both. You can build a chain of successful, productive, great output days, and you can build a chain of negative, self-destructive, awful days. Either way, you'll build momentum in both ways. The point is this. Let's bring it back to now. You, young man, you watching this right now, you're building your empire. You're on your graft. You're on your grind. I don't care what it is. It's unimportant to me. The point is, you are pursuing excellence in what it is that you do, and you are building your empire. The moment you feel yourself slipping, that's okay. You are human. Just check it immediately. Check yourself immediately. Be your own harshest critic. And I will leave you on this final warning. There will be days when you wake up in the morning and let's say you say, today I'm gonna have a great day today. I'm gonna eat healthily today, or I'm gonna work hard, or I'm gonna do my homework, I'm gonna do my revision, you name it, whatever it is that you're doing, you decide you're gonna do it. But then for whatever reason, you procrastinate, and then 1 hour goes by, you're on YouTube, you're on Instagram, you're on the TV, and then you've just been dossing for the first 3 or 4 hours of the day. Now, maybe it's 11 a.m. The right thing to do is to say, okay, you know what? That was bad. I messed up. Let me start from now. But what most of us do is that we tell ourselves, well, you know what? I've already messed up the first few hours of the day. I might as well just throw it all away. This is called sunk cost fallacy. Sunk cost fallacy. I've already messed up part of it. I might as well mess it all up. That makes no sense. If I gave you £200,000 today in your hand, I put £200,000 in your pocket, you right now, and you, for whatever reason, you go and waste £150,000. Does it make sense to now throw away the remaining £50,000 just because you wasted 150 grand? No, it don't make no sense. You're going to save that £50,000 that you'll be like, you know what? This was stupid. I need to hold on to that. The same is true for your day. Okay, fine. You've wasted the first few hours of your day. Fine. It's gone. Don't now waste the rest of the day. This doesn't make sense. This is nonsensical. It makes no sense whatsoever. And when you, young man, are building your empire, this is especially important for you to understand, to grasp, to get your head around. It is especially important. The sooner you can get a hold back on your day again, the sooner you'll be moving in the right direction. And listen, we all mess up. We all have bad days. We all have days where we've wasted a couple of hours here and there, and we feel like, ugh, afterwards, man, like I spent an hour doing what? What was I doing? I was watching on YouTube doing what? What was I doing? That's okay. Check yourself. And the more you check yourself, the faster you will be able to check yourself, such that the time wasted will no longer be an hour, 2 hours, 3 hours. It will be a minute, 2 minutes, 3 minutes. That's what you'll be able to bring it down to. Okay, I'm going to have my dinner and I'm going to crack on, and I'll catch you guys in the next one, inshallah. Jazakumullah khair. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.